Imagine living in a society where a simple mistake, like harvesting rice from the wrong field, could cost you your hand. Where being accused of dishonor wasn't just shameful, it was a death sentence. Sounds distant, like something out of a medieval nightmare, right? But that was the harsh reality for those who lived in feudal Japan, a rigid, merciless, and silent world where justice was feared more than respected. Today we're diving into the most brutal punishments of that era, and at the end I'll challenge you. Do you think you could survive back then? Feudal Japan was like a giant chessboard of castes, where each piece knew exactly where it belonged, or it would face cruel consequences. Peasants formed the base of the pyramid, holding up with blood and sweat a system controlled by landowners and warriors. Any misstep was seen as a threat to order. It was a world where the collective mattered more than the individual. And to maintain order, punishment had to be a spectacle, a lesson carved into the flesh of anyone who dared step out of line. Honor was more valuable than life, and losing that honor could cost you everything, absolutely everything. Let's start at the bottom. Ordinary people lived under strict and often arbitrary laws. A simple theft of rice could be punished with finger amputation, or being left tied to a post under the burning sun until you passed out, or died. Some criminals had their ears cut off as permanent badges of shame. And if you think paying off debt is hard today, back then, failing to do so might earn you a humiliating tattoo on your forehead. That's right, permanent marks that told the world, this man betrayed the order. But don't be fooled into thinking the nobles were safe. The samurai, warriors of the Bushido Code, also lived under constant pressure. Punishment for failure wasn't usually imposed from outside, but from within. Seppuku, also known as harakiri, was an honorable suicide ritual where a samurai sliced open his own belly with a short blade. It was painful, slow, and required nerves of steel. Many were ordered to perform it to cleanse the shame of defeat or disobedience. And if they refused, they'd face public execution. In the worst cases, even their families would be dishonored or punished. Honor and death were so tightly bound that one mistake could drag entire bloodlines into ruin. But it wasn't just about punishing. It was about teaching through fear. Public executions were carefully staged events. Beheadings in open plazas, crucifixions on bamboo crosses, amputations performed in front of crowds, all meant to be seen, discussed, and feared. The goal wasn't just to eliminate the criminal, it was to feed a system of absolute control. And it worked. No one dared defy authority. After all, witnessing your neighbor's brutal death for a minor mistake was a chilling reminder. Anyone could be next. Justice wasn't blind. It looked you in the eye and said, obey or suffer. Now take a deep breath and think. You, living today, used to freedom of speech, the internet, and civil rights. How long would you survive in that reality? Imagine posting a meme mocking a feudal lord. Within hours, your tongue might be torn out. Try skipping mandatory labor. You'd find yourself shackled and worked to exhaustion. The truth is, most of us wouldn't last a single week in that world. The psychological pressure, constant fear, and daily brutality would break anyone. But maybe for that very reason, we can learn something valuable about the world we live in today. We live in an age full of criticism toward the modern system. And yes, it's far from perfect. But looking back, especially at a time as dark as feudal Japan, gives us powerful perspective. Today we live under laws, not swords. We can protest without losing our heads. We can make mistakes and try again. The bloody past of societies like these reminds us of one thing. The evolution of justice, though slow, is real, and we need to value it, so we never return to an age where justice was served in blood and consumed as entertainment. If this video made you think, share it. Show it to someone who says, life is too hard these days. And if you want more dark, real, and nearly unbelievable stories like this one, subscribe to the channel. In our next episode, we'll uncover the forgotten female warriors of Japan, the samurai women who shattered every rule expected of them. Until then, breathe easy. Today, making a mistake doesn't kill you, and thank goodness for that.